know, there's sometimes it's going to come to a point where you've just been banging away, and you just got to go to someone and go, got any ideas? You know, it is a collaborative field, so you can get feedback from people. Other people might have fresh ideas and walking you. So it is all teamwork. We're all working on these things together. Yeah, there's competition, things like that. I've found over the years that people who are like really super competitive about things, you know, those people aren't always the most successful people. I mean, maybe I live in a fantasy world, but I know my advisor and other people like that are the nicest guys in the world, and they share. But I mean, he did actually say in his position he can't share everything that's happening in his lab because he has a responsibility to the students that he doesn't tell a colleague or something about their work and they school him or something like that. So, yeah, okay, that's real. Even still, he and the other people I know like him around. They're National Academy members and all kinds of things. Those are just nice people. So those people do make it. I guess you have people coming up here. I kind of had this feeling when I got this list. I said, I kind of think, well, have anyone ever come talk to them or anything like that? But it turns out you do. So I may be saying that you've heard by other speakers and that sort of thing, but just some interview tips here. So just some things here, like, look, I know my Zapper thing doesn't work, so I'm going to put them all in here. What are the purpose of an interview? You're the top candidate, one of the top candidates. Give yourself some credit. They want you to come there. They're looking for a reason to hire you. It may not feel that way. You may feel like, they're coming at me, they were just trying to find any little thing. That's really the other way around. They're spending a lot of money to have you come out there. They would like to hire you, sort of thing. So it's kind of like I say when you're giving a talk, your audience is yours to lose because your audience, when they come there, they came to see you. So they're on your side right there. So just keep them on your side. Same thing is happening in an interview. You're interviewing the employer. Because you've got to know when you walk out there, do I really want to work here? So it really is, again, it's that team sort of thing. It's two-way communication during an interview, absolutely. And this is your opportunity to flesh out that CD recommendation letters that they see. You want to show them the kind of colleague that you will be when you're there. You really want to try to forge a real connection with your interviewers, ask questions about them, and show enthusiasm. Now, especially this second one, the asking questions. This is what my wife taught me. I'm a shy person. I am.
Really?
And I really had trouble at parties and all those kind of things. But my wife taught me, because she's such an outgoing person. She's really nice. She's like, oh, she does that. She goes up and asks people, so what do you do? So what? She asks people questions, and she said people love to talk about themselves, and they really do. And that's the sort of thing, if you go to an interview, you're all, ask them some questions. They're doing all the talking, you don't have to, because they're talking. And after you leave, they're going to just remember you as the nicest person, and so interactive and things like this, because you show some interest in them. And that's the kind of colleagues they want to. You know you provide that kind of person. Yeah.
So what should we talk about? So talk
Well,
about
there's some
our
appropriate
failures.
things. There are certain things you don't necessarily, especially in an interview, you want to ask like really personal questions, things like that. And you got to be careful too, because your interviewers are not allowed to ask you certain personal questions too. I have that on other slides, but this is not totally an interview talk. It's apparently other people who come here to talk about your interviews. There are certain rules and laws about what you can and cannot be asked. But generally, you can ask them about the job, the company, the environment, what it's like, that sort of thing. So what's your best day here at the company like? What happened? That sort of thing. And have to tell you about that. Don't ask them, what was the worst day? Or that. You ask, no, I don't do that one. So you can ask them about positive sort of things about the place. What brought you here? Or about the community, what's it like to live in here? What are the schools like here? Those are kind of normal kind of questions to talk about sort of things. What sort of things can one do? Stuff like that.
Good, thank you.
Before you go, however, make sure you prepare thoroughly. Acquaint yourself with the institution, who's there. Think about what you can contribute to the company or university or your interviewing at, and then practice your presentation. You absolutely practice your presentation. But make yourself have done your homework. That's going to be really, really important. People walk in the door. And think about where your place would be. To make sure when you leave, that's the one thing you want to be able to communicate to that during the interview. This would be my place, my ability to contribute. This is how I can fit in based on what I've seen around. They want to picture you in that position. You want to leave that picture with them. You're going to be practicing presenting yourself. Think ahead of time what are the critical points about you that you want to make sure you present. And this is where you want to make sure you've got your elevator speech. 1, 2, 3 minute versions of what you want to do. Because you know you're going to be in different contexts. You're going to be at dinner or those kind of things. You're going to be different contexts, different lengths of time to talk to people, going around talking to different people in their offices for various lengths of time. So you want to have your story in different sort of forms that you can be able to present, but all things ahead of time. Doing those things about word, sentence, paragraph, sort of things. That's where this comes in handy. You've got that in your back pocket all the time. You've got that little thing you can show them too. That's all better. So, again, those are the kind of things you can do to prepare yourself. Another really important thing is to say thank you. I mean, you don't have to be subservient or anything like that, but being friendly like this. And realize the interview starts in the parking lot or wherever you walk out. Every person you meet, you know, the secretaries, the assistants, the whole part of the interview process, because everyone talks. I've heard this when we're hiring people, and you hear the secretaries talking about a job candidate going, oh, I can't do this, is it? I mean, everything leaves an impression on that. So be nice to everyone. Before the interview starts, when you're on the phone and emailing with people, be nice all the way through. So just keep that in mind. It's not just the CEO or whoever you're talking to who's going to hire you. Okay. So you want to relax. You're going to interview. It's a two-way street. Again, you're interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you. Your hosts want you to succeed. Prepare, and then prepare again. Do your homework ahead of time if you like. Those are the essential things. Interview. You can go in and do just fine. Because you've got a lot of off with it. And they'll be able to see that. I don't have any slides for this one. It was on the list of things to talk about. I thought that'd be another good opportunity for collaborating. Collaborative work is really kind of a big thing these days. I think it's always been that way in engineering more so than some of the other sciences. So you begin to, I mean, you will have your area of expertise. The way I look at it is kind of like a basketball team or any other sports team. Every player has their position and they know that position really well. So we don't, in basketball, you know, we don't have every person on the team learn to do every position. They do to some extent. They know what all the positions do, but they're really experts on that one. Yet they know what those other positions do and then how they need to interact. That's kind of the way I look at it. So I'm not really a big fan of getting, you know, try to get some experience in this and that, this and this and this and that. You get kind of thin that way. You're not really much of a team member. Remember things. You don't have to think one thing. Everyone can turn to your gun. But at least you can communicate with people who don't know that, and you're willing to do it and want to do that. So that's really, I think, the essence of a good collaboration. Everyone's got their thing to bring into the game. So, in terms of the actual humanity of it, of course, it's like any kind of communication interaction. You can have that colleague that's like that colleague. That's just, again, this whole thing of trying to make things as positive as possible. Because, again, you're thinking as a group, as a team. We're all in this together. I don't know if this topic was on there, so are there any specific things that, like in your sort of work and such, you think about with collaborations and teamwork, things that you anticipate would be issues? So the last bit I had here is about this improvisation. So this is what I'm asking for something. So I've got some, you know, some cards here. Let's go ahead and get ask those, but that's not going to be here. So if you don't have pencils or anything, I've got a bunch of pencils up here. So all I want you to do for me is to write down on this card, answer these questions for me. So this improvisation I'd like to bring here next spring would be 4 3-hour sessions. And I don't really know what works best into every student's schedule. If you need any more of these cards, I've got more of them up here. What works best in your schedule. So I'm trying to get a survey to see what works for people. So we have these sessions, and we best have one each week for 4 weeks or 4 consecutive days, either evenings or during the day, weekdays or weekends, or during the semester, or perhaps during, like spring break, 4 nights in a row, right after the semester's done for 4 nights, or we stretch them over 4 weeks during the summer. So if you let me know those, I'll kind of collate things and see what works best in the graduate student life. Did everyone get a card, or did I run short here? Down that way. How about you folks? You got it? Okay, great. Oh, yeah. So one of these pencil, I got a bunch of these little pencils. Make sure you got that. Anyone else need a pencil? You could try, but it's not going to be. Oh, you need to? Anyone else? Ah, back here. The official number 2 pencils. Yeah, I think those will do it. Oh, okay, great. Now these are University of Connecticut properties, so I expect to have those back, or we'll be sending cards out. Yeah, you need what you need. Yeah.
So how are you planning to run
Oh, the 3-minute thesis workshops?
this one? This is the one?
Oh, these. Yeah, so these workshops, we're going to be actually hiring some professional improvisers. I'm not going to try to do this. I've seen how this is done, and it's way beyond my skill set. So these people are people who do this sort of thing. They've been going to companies for 20 years doing this sort of thing, so this is not new. It's being kind of newly applied maybe to scientists and engineers. But it happens at medical schools, too, to try to train people to be better communicators with their patients, to pay attention to them. But you kind of know when you go to the doctor, it'd be really nice if they actually listen to you, sort of thing. So they're going to be having professionals come here to run these things. And they feel kind of funny at the beginning. You go, oh, geez, that doesn't do that. Yeah, it's not meant to make you funny. They're not meant for comedy. They're meant to get you to be able to kind of get out of yourself, pay attention to someone. The other thing it does is it makes you more spontaneous, being able to just come up with things. So if you're in an interview situation, you're not really going to know what you're going to be asked. And so it allows you to kind of, what they call getting out of your head. So you just don't block yourself of, if I say that, if I say that. Now, granted, you got to have a little bit of filter there. But more so than when you're on stage actually performing, there's when you don't filter that. But you have some, but get you out of your own way to be able to talk. And the first things to do, we actually probably don't even talk. One of the games we played, I remember when we started this, is we threw an imaginary ball to one another. And the way you throw it shows what the size of the ball, how heavy it is, and all kinds of things. And so you pay attention to that, so you know how to catch it. So if someone throws you a ball like this, you go, you weren't paying attention, you didn't see the ball. Another thing they had to do is mirror. 2 of you are standing next to one another. One person leads, the other one follows. Yeah. And so you start making movements, the other person tries to mirror that, you're doing this. You begin to realize, as the first person who's first moving, you realize, well, if I go like this, that person isn't going to be able to follow me at all. I'm going too fast. So you begin to slow down. And as a watcher, you begin to realize, I've really got to look in their eyes, kind of, to pay attention to it. So you both begin to learn how you need to share. Supposedly by the end of it, someone should be able to walk up and see the 2 of you doing it and not know which of you is leading. And it really does work. So the movements are so mirrored. That's the way it is. So again, they play simple little games like that at the beginning and then working into it. So you begin to learn to pay attention. I found just by doing one session, because I knew this is what we wanted to do, I was like, whoa. It really did affect the way I kind of was talking with things like that. So if you keep doing it over and over, you begin to find even in daily conversations, let people talk and finish their sentences and things like that. So
will it be open to undergraduates?
I think right now it's just going to be graduate students, and maybe graduate students and postdocs as well. If this works and we keep going, then we might do something undergraduates later on. I mean, it certainly could be. Well, I'm going to try so it won't be a cost for participants. We will pay the people to do that because I mean these people are performers and they don't have regular day jobs oftentimes. So actually, many of them do have regular day jobs when they don't make enough money doing this stuff. I've actually taken some improv classes things like that, so I got the feeling for it. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
How many students will you have?
We're gonna. First time we do it, we'll take whoever comes. But I think I'll talk to the people we hire whether or not they feel like we can limit it. But I've seen groups of 20 people, maybe 30 at a time. So we'll kind of see.
So it's not
We'll see. I mean,
100 people.
yeah. Well, no. I mean, if we suddenly get a lot of people, say, "Well, maybe we got to do this more than once." So we're kind of playing it by ear at this point. My hope is long term to develop a real curriculum here. And I'm working with the graduate school on this. And there's actually already a science communication NSF funding program going over in EB, is where it's headquartered out of, but it covers the whole campus. So you probably get these emails every once in a while about participants in this. They have a course now in the spring and fall, so there really is a communication thing. That doesn't involve improvisation. So I'm trying to do this improv thing and a few other things, and so eventually we can mesh this all together. So here at the university, there's going to be perhaps graduate courses and things you can take in order to learn how to do communications of all different kinds. We're working on trying to make that part of professional development for all disciplines, even outside the sciences, engineering, someday humanities are a little bit. Slowly, we're building this up.
Can you give more information about your previous thesis workshop?
Yeah, so I've got one more. I've already done two of them. And so this is involved with the graduate school. So the workshop is only an hour long. And so I talk about, I kind of gave you already some of the essence of it here about how to take your entire thesis project and distill it down to 3 minutes. Because that's all the time you have. And I do little bits. I have students actually, participants actually go, hey, give me the word and we'll read the words to one another. Let's do the sentence part. So I can only do so much in an hour. But I have you at least get the start set and also write down what's the reason. The reason why you're doing it, the reason why it's important, whatever. Just come up with a reason because you want that reason to be a part of the book for your audience. So I try to have them begin the elements of doing that, give them some advice about how to put it all down in 3 minutes. That's more or less what my 1 hour is. And again, there's another hour where someone else talks about, hey, this is how you make an effective slide. Here's the way you should stand and talk, how to have an effective voice when you're speaking. So he does more of the actual presentation. You can't do like I'm doing, running around like a fool doing this. You pretty much have to stand in one place. You don't stand in like this and do your talk like this, but you stand in one spot when you're giving that. So he talks to you about how to do that.
So those are advertised to graduate school?
Yeah, especially if you go to the website that I gave you, they're just Google UConn 3-minute thesis. You're right there. They'll show you the schedule that you sign up for.
Something about interviews.
Yes.
How much of an interview is about knowledge and how much is about the person itself?
Yeah.
I mean, himself or herself.
Sure.
How much of it is about knowledge?
Yeah, sure. And how much is it about you? Yeah. So the question is during an interview, how much is about like real knowledge of your subject area and how much is personal about you? It's both, actually. I mean, it's hard to say in any one interview. Is it 50-50? Different people who are interviewing you probably have different weights on that. Some probably, they're not so concerned about you. They want to know about your knowledge. Depends how closely they're going to work with you after they hire you. They may be more interested in those kind of skills. So overall, it's going to be a mix of both. And each person who's talking to you will give you an indication of what it is they're really, really interested in. So you need to prepare for both, obviously. You need to come in and be very competent in whatever it is your subject area is that they're in. That's why they're interested in you, knowledge and expertise you can bring. So you got to be really tight on that. And that part I can't really address too much. But you do want to have the interpersonal skills there too. For sure, you want to look like a hardworking person, but someone who's very personable and willing to share and interact, and show you can ask questions and such. All that really comes by thinking ahead of what it is, what environment you think. And before you go there, you can ask all kinds of questions about the place. And if you're going to come companies, a lot of stuff is online, that sort of thing. So gather as much information as you can about us. You walk in, so it sounds like you know what you're potentially getting in for. And that'll be much more impressive. I mean, I've heard of people going into initial interviews and is that what you manufacture? I mean, you gotta be really careful about that. I'm sure you could have deans come here and tell you legions of stories about faculty candidates and the spectrum of weird things they've seen. And the same thing happens in the private sector. I've got an email, so you got questions and things, I'm perfectly willing to email with you, chat with you, or come to my office. Okay. Thank you so much. This is great.
Thank you so much. I enjoy this always. So,
Oh, also, I want your cards. You just pass them. I'm not doing all that. You just pass me your bill. That'd be great. Thanks so much for the survey here. That's really helpful.
we're on time.
Oh!
Next time, it's time.
I'll check your name off the list.
Just before you leave, our next workshop is on October 26th, and we have students from companies that are in town, and you have a chance to ask them about what are the recruiters looking for their
I just can't. Oh, really? Yeah. I sent a message. We'll try to reply today. Okay. So, you try what? Kind of disclose
মেল আসবে কোনো তো মেল আসবে না আর আমি আপলোডের জায়গায় কোনো মেল লেখার অপশন পাইলাম না আপলোডের জায়গায় খালি নাম আর একটা যদি ইনফরমেশন দিয়ে অলরেডি অ্যাকাউন্ট লাগে না আপলোড দিতে সরাই দেবে বুঝলাম ওই আমাদের অ্যাকাউন্ট খুললাম আচ্ছা পরে আবার পাওয়া না ওরা কথা হচ্ছে নাম দেবো আলাদা না